Hey everyone, welcome back to the Rural Vermonter YouTube channel. Today we're going up to New Hampshire to buy myself a new truck because if you guys remember, I mentioned last video that my 2015 GMC Sierra got into an accident. I was T-boned at an intersection and the insurance company said that they would originally try to fix the truck. It was the other party's fault, so their insurance was the one who was paying for it. But they changed their mind a couple days ago and they told me that they're going to total out the truck, so I need a new one. The good thing is I'm making money off of what they're giving me because I got that truck for a really good price and market values are still high right now. But I got Alex and we're in his Impala right now, headed up to Plaistow, New Hampshire. I found a very good deal, in my opinion, with this market on a 2007 new body style Chevrolet Silverado 1500 crew cab, 5.3 liter, and it's an LTZ, so it's got leather and a sunroof. It's real nice. It's got high miles, 202. My other truck had 275 on it, so I don't really have an issue with the miles. Yeah, the 2015 had 275. But I like the leather, and KBB on it is, I believe, 8,300, and it's listed for 6,500. So we're gonna head up there. It's about an hour and a half, and I'll see if I can buy it if it runs, drives, shifts well, and doesn't have too much rust. I think we're about here. He said drive around back, so that is what we're trying to do. Oh yeah, there's the lot.
Oh man,
we got cars. Let's go look at my beautiful truck. There's mine right there. Beautiful. So I spent a lot of time looking at the truck, and he came down from 6,500 to 5,500 for me. That's them ahead of me right now. We're driving to his office because this was actually a dealer. I'm gonna sign the papers and then drive it home. Runs and drives really nicely, and the interior is beautiful. Truck itself, rust-wise, is not great, which I will show you in the light of day. But I don't think I'm gonna lose money on it. So I bought the truck, we came down to 5,500 like I said. There are some suspicious things about this truck. For one, the steering wheel's upside down as I drive straight, which is kind of funny, but in their defense, which, you know, really should not be in their defense, but there's a brand new steering rack in it, so I assume what happened is they put the shaft in upside down, which is kind of a silly thing to do and leave it upside down when you sell it to a customer. But yeah, the steering wheel is right upside down. The engine light's on. Don't know what it's on for. They clearly just cleared the code right before I got it because there was no code on, and then I drove a little bit and the engine light came right on. It does drive really nicely and it's very comfy, so I'll scan that code and see if it's anything suspicious. Brakes feel really good. All the lights work. Touchscreen works, sunroof works, but I'll show you all this when it's brighter out. For now, let's just get this thing back home. And I just got pulled over. So, see what that's about. So the reason I got pulled over is because he couldn't see my temp plate, which is right there. So I think it'll all check out. Cop let me off with a warning. Well, not even really a warning, just to be careful. Gonna head back to campus now. All right, so it's the next morning. It's a little bit gloomy out, but this is the 2007 Chevy Silverado that I just picked up for $5,500. So from about 10 to 20 feet away, which is what we are right now, it looks real good. That's the Vermont temp tag I got on it. I'll give you the quick walk around in the light, since we didn't really get it, since I bought it in the dark, but it still looks just as good in the bright as it does in the dark. There it is. I mean, like, she looks nice, and you wouldn't think it's an 07. I would guess like 2013 or 12 or something with how nice it looks. We'll keep going on the nice stuff. Interior wise, it's full LTZ, so it's got the wooden trim, as you can see. It's got a touchscreen that works, leather automatic seats which do operate. As you can see, heated seats. It has a working sunroof. I've never had a sunroof in a truck before, and I've owned dozens of trucks. Back here, as you can see, I've already been working with it, so it's not actually the next morning, it's a couple weeks after, but Back seats are leather. They're in really good shape too. So driving this home about an hour and a half and driving it around the last week, it does drive really, really well. That steering wheel is upside down, which I'm gonna fix in this video. Shouldn't be too hard to do. They just replaced the steering rack and put the steering wheel on upside down, which is interesting. Seats are really comfortable. AC works. Radio sounds good. It's got Bose speakers. So driving wise, it's really nice. Looking at it wise, it's really nice. Let me show you some of the mechanical stuff that they did to it, and then I'm gonna now show you also the not so good. So good stuff mechanically wise is it has brand new brakes here. It has a brand new steering rack, which you can see by those tie rods right there. Oh, that's nice, and that's why the steering wheel's on upside down, because they put that new steering rack on. New brakes up front. I had no idea that they put drum brakes even on an LTZ model. Looking here in the bed, I got all my ratchet straps in there. There's not too much rust in here. There are a couple little holes. For example, right there. There's one right there, so that needs welding or it needs a new bed. Tailgate does work and it looks pretty good. It's only got a little rust starting, but tailgate is good. The reverse camera doesn't work. It does have that there, but we don't need that. Also not so good. Take a look at the inner of the fender. It's the same on the other side. Not much metal left under here. So, needs a new bedside. But from far away, you can't tell. However, yeah, that's rusted all the way through. Same on the other side. Rocker panels somehow are still here. And they are original, but they do have Bondo in them. In some spots, like this has been painted over. Might be a little bit of Bondo there. That's actually just bubbling, but they have been painted over, and there is some Bondo in these rockers. But what disappointed me the most was the frame has a patch on it, and it's a terrible patch. It is not well done, but it's right here. Let me see if I can get my flash going. It doesn't look like I can, but you see it starts there, and it goes back to there. It's patched up. I need to cut that off and do a much better patch. And you can see he's painted over it, but all the body mounts are there and everything. Drive shaft looks good. It does have a patch on the frame. Back here, the exhaust just cuts off right there. I don't know why, but it does, and it doesn't have the stock muffler on it. It's got a pretty loud muffler on it, which I don't mind. It sounds pretty good. The shock tube is in good shape still, both up front and back there. So that is a plus, because I've had trucks with the shock tubes absolutely rotted through, but I made sure that shock tubes were still intact here. Does not have a spare tire. Hitch looks pretty good, not too rusty back there. Go ahead and start it up for you so you can hear the exhaust. So it's got no leaks or anything. Like, it sounds good. It's just loud, which is how the previous owner intended it to be, I suppose. So that's the muffler there. Not stock. No lifter tick, no ticks. AC works. Missing the cover for the relay box. It's got plenty of fluid there, plenty of transmission fluid. I don't know if the tranny's original or not, but it ships really well, and it's a 4L60, so it's probably not original. And the fluid is pink, it doesn't smell bad at all. As you can see, it's in really good shape. So either they change the fluid really, really often. Let's see if I can put this back in. There we go. Or it's a new tranny on there, and then the oil was just recently changed. Battery, I don't know how new it is, but sounds good, or works well. Engine does run really smooth, as I said, and has plenty of power. It's a good old 5-tree. All right, so with all that being said, I'm gonna start on a couple of repairs. And first, I guess, will be the steering wheel. As you see, the wheels are straight, but the steering wheel's upside down. So I already took the first bolt out of the intermediate steering shaft there. Now I gotta take the one out from inside, which is all the way right there, those bolts. So I got that bolt out of there, right there. The steering wheel is now loosey-goosey. Let me make sure. This is straight right there. The wheels are straight. So we can now take this steering shaft, which is now there, and put it in. The bolt's back in there. Take my 15 mil and we'll tighten her all the way down. Okay, everything's back together. Let's test it out. Well, that's all there is to it. The wheel is straight now. Yay. That was the most annoying thing. This also needs another wiper arm. It only came with one. I don't know what these guys were doing. As you can see, it doesn't have a driver's side wiper. So I need to get that too. So the next thing I gotta do real quickly is, because it rains 37 hours a day here, this thing didn't come with a driver's side wiper. I don't know what they were doing. But I'm just gonna throw that on real quick. So here's the arm I bought for it. It was 30 bucks, cheapest one. See if it fits. So the new arm's bolted up, and now we just gotta put the wiper on it. Okay, stopped the AutoZone, got the new wipers on. We are back. Let's see if the sprayers work. Oh yeah, look at that. It's beautiful. She's brand new. And the only other things I'm gonna do to this truck for now is I got this AFM disabler here, which of course you need to save the lifters. And then I got this Bluetooth transmitter just as a creature comfort. This thing's got Bose speakers, as you can see. Those are the tweeters, but I got the Bluetooth transmitter. All right, so I just did a couple things to this truck in this video, not many, but just enough to make it okay to drive for a little while until I actually get into it and get on that frame and everything like that, which I will probably eventually do depending on how long I keep this thing for. But it is really hard to find a truck these days for $5,500. It's 4x4, works, runs and drives and go down the road. So I am still happy with this. And I got a bunch of money left in the bank from that insurance payout. So don't know what I should do with it. Invest it, save it, buy something else, who knows. But yeah, I'm back in a little bit of a cheaper truck for a little while. And we'll see how long this one takes me till. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Thank you guys for watching this one, and I will see you when I upload next.